Welcome back, everybody. Driver 53 here with another console map tour of Richport. Man, this is a awesome looking map. A lot of detail has gone into this map. Y'all, WhiteBull Modding has done an amazing job. Everything on this farm that you see right here is a placeable, which is absolutely awesome. So let's go ahead and get into a little bit of the detail. Today is February 15th, 2021. The file size for this mod is 212.29 megabytes, and it's version 1.0.0.0. I want to go ahead and say that there are 15 fields to work with. There's a lot of other meadows around here, and there's a whole big long description on ModHub whenever you take a look at it. But I just want to show you a lot of the stuff that is available here whenever you start out using the map. I mean, this awesome cow pasture that you have right here, absolutely amazing. You've got straw, you've got feed coming right through here. You've got a spot for your manure that's going to be over here. This right here is going to be a slurry point for you. Really cool. And if we make our way around, where are we going to be able to buy the cows? Alright, so right here is going to be your dialogue. Anywhere through here, you're going to be able to buy your cows. Really awesome that they put this right through the middle of the whole barn. So that's really cool. We've also got around here on the other side, let me go ahead and show you this. If we come around over here, you do have a fuel station right here that you're going to be able to fill up. And you also have your milk point, which is going to be right here. And then this is also chickens. So if you want to buy chickens, right here. And then this is where you're going to be able to feed them. Pretty cool. I don't know exactly where the eggs are going to spawn at, though. So be on the lookout for that. This place has a ton of storage. I mean, you've also got a ginormous silo sitting right here. And you also have a hay silo back there. We're going to get into the details on those in a minute. But let's go ahead and start right over here at this first main building that you see. And whenever we open it up, you're going to notice it has a lift in it. Now, there's no spot here to actually fix your vehicles, but check this out. If we start this up and come back onto the lift, and we get centered on it, about like that right there. You're going to turn this off. Check this. All you have to do is, I'm on PlayStation, so I'm going to hit circle, and it's going to take it up. Absolutely awesome. So if you had another piece of equipment that you wanted to slide underneath here, absolutely could. Then bring it back down, same thing. So that is the second lift that I know of that you can use. It also has lights over here on the side. Where can I get to them at? Right here. So your lights come on, lights go off. So really cool. That's building number one. Building number two, right over here, another huge building that, as you can see, you can put a lot of equipment into. We'll go over the starting equipment here in a minute, but this is going to be able to go all the way through. Now we're going to come around over here to this other green building, and this is going to be another place to store. And as you see, we can come all the way through. There we go. And it's gonna have lights too, I believe. I thought it did. Maybe this one doesn't. No lights. Yeah, hold on. There's lights, but I don't see the switch. I wonder if you hit the one and it does all of them. So, and then back here, you're also going to have an open area for storage. Really nice. And as you can see, y'all, there is a ton of stuff. So we're going to turn lights on here. There we go. We got all that. Let's see if these lights came on over here for this one yet. No? Well, y'all, I don't know where the light switch is for this one yet. Sorry about that. I saw it in a couple others and thought, well, it's going to be right there. And apparently it's not. Is it on the side anywhere? Oh, Here it is, right here. Lights on. So every building has lights. Awesome. And this is a hay loft. 400,000 liters, I believe. Pretty awesome. You got a couple bunker silos. Three bunker silos right here. If we come in, you're going to be able to see. There we go. 1, 2, and 3. And like I said, everything that you see right here is a placeable. So you're going to be able to get rid of every bit of this if you want to. So while we're talking about that, let's talk about slot counts. Now, when you start out, new farmer, the slot count is going to be 1,027. Now, that is high, all right? But if you sell off all the equipment that we've seen, it's going to get you down to 665. A little bit more manageable. It's about 635 slots that you're going to have to work with for your equipment. And speaking of equipment, this is everything that you're going to start with. You're going to have a little Puma. You're going to have the 7210 Pro. You're going to have a nice John Deere 8245R. You're going to get the Roadrunner. You're going to get the John Deere T560. You're going to get the New Holland FR780. This is a forage harvester. You get to actually start with this in game. You're going to get another vehicle that is a forage mixing wagon, which is awesome. You're going to have a sprayer, which is awesome. You're going to have the skid steer, which we saw next to the John Deere. You're going to have a little truck. Now we get into the equipment, or the implement side of things. You have a trailer. Now, this is only a 60,000 liter trailer. Don't confuse it with some of the other ones that we've seen on some of the other maps. Standard capacity on this one, 60,000 liters. You're going to have another trailer that's 47,000. You're going to have an auger wagon, which is nice. You're going to have the header. You're going to have a forage header for corn. You're going to have a cultivator, which requires 500 horsepower. It's over at the shop. We'll show you that. You're going to have a seeder. You're going to have another seeder. So this one is for your grains, cereal stuff, and this one is going to be for like corn, sunflowers, stuff like that. Tank for that. You're going to have a fertilizer spreader. You're going to have a manure spreader. You're going to have a slurry spreader. You're going to have the attachment on the back of that to extend out your workload. You're going to have a small mower. You're going to have a tedder. You're going to have a windrower. You're going to have a baler. You're going to have a silage compactor, a leveler, silage spikes, bale spikes, sorry, and you're going to have a weight. Wow. You're also going to automatically, in New Farmer, start out with a cow pasture that's going to hold 400 cows. You're going to have access to a horse paddock also, which is going to hold 15 horses. You're going to have sheep pasture, which is 250. You get a dog house. You get a chicken coop, which is 400. You have the large gain silo that we showed you, and you're going to have this hay silo that we showed you here. So this is 400,000. Your large grain silo is actually 1,000,000 liters. Awesome. You're going to have the bunker silos also, and then all of your garages. Like I said, every one of these is a placeable item. So if we go over here to sheds, you can see that all of these can be placed. You also have the option to be able to put down the shop. Now, you don't own it to start out with, but you can add another one. Absolutely awesome. If we also get out of this and do silos, you're going to be able to see that you have access to your large silo, you have the hay silo, and the 3 bunker silo. So if you want to add another 1,000,000 liter capacity, there you go. And then animal pens. All the animal pens are also placeables. So if you wanted to add another chicken spot or more cow pastures, there you go. You're good to go. So on miscellaneous, there's nothing here. Decorations, you don't have anything there, but you do have the farmhouse also. So that's everything that you're going to get to start with and all the placeables that you can put in here. I'm going to run back down over here and check out this doghouse. It's not a little bitty doghouse. This is a really, it's like a kennel, right? He's going to have tons of room to run around in there. Absolutely nice. And you get to open the gate on it, go inside, feed your dog. Here we go. And oop, looks like he's eating enough for 2 of them in there. But some people may ask also, well, if all those are placeables, how much can I get the slot count down to? If you sell everything on the farm, you're going to be able to get the slot count down to 427. And like I said, everything that you see right here will all go away. So if you want to start that way and you're not into animals, I recommend one of the other two options. Either start from scratch or new farmer. The only problem, you're going to have all the equipment there, but you're not going to get the animal pins. So you're going to have to place those in separately. If you want the animal pins, just come in here, sell everything off, and then go that way. So we're going to hop in the truck, and I'm going to take you around to some of the other places around the map. And this is where your truck's located at. So you also get this right here. Man, this is definitely a John Deere map. Ugh, I don't know if I can use it. No, in all seriousness, y'all, John Deere is a great brand. I just like red a little bit more and starting to like blue a lot more too. So we're going to hop in the truck and run around. I'll see y'all when we're at the first place. There's one more thing I forgot to show you about the house. It's actually two things. The first thing is this awesome portrait right here of me in my younger days. No, not really. It's pretty cool. That is a really awesome photo of a nice bright green John Deere. But what I want to show you is a sleep trigger. So you've got a lot of different places that you can go around this house. You've got a whole upstairs up here. You got a little kitchen. You got a living area, TV over on the wall. You come down here. You got a nice little office area, and maybe a kid's bed sitting right there. There's a little bathroom over here. Pretty nice. I'm not quite sure what the liquid soap is doing. I haven't been able to find the washer and dryer. But the place you're going to sleep is you're going to come right over here. So let me go and turn on the menu here. You can see as soon as you walk into this room, you're going to be able to sleep. I'm not tired, but that's where it's at. So if you're having problems on the outside, just run on the inside. So we're going to go over here to the truck now, and we're going to hop in. I'm going to turn this off, and I want to show you guys the map. So here is the PDA. As you can see, we are right over here with the green dot. And this is our main farm that we're going to start with. And whenever we select here, you can see that you have these three different areas. Field number 1 here and 2 are all together. And I've got the precision farming mod loaded right now, just so you guys can see how big it is. It's 9.76 hectares. Now that's fields in there. There's no meadowland at all. And then you come over here, you're going to have another section that you do already have some crops up here. They're kind of weird the way that they're planted, but they're up here. And you could definitely turn all that into one bigger field if you wanted to. This is 490,000, and this spot over here is 720. So if you didn't want to start here and you wanted to start somewhere else, that's how much you'd be getting for it. Now, if we look at the prices on some of the other stuff, 2.3 million for that field, 1.97 for that one. This one's 122. You come around over here, 731. I mean, none of this is going to be cheap to buy. You are going to have to work your way up to this for sure. It looks like the cheapest one is 634 so far. Yeah, so 634,000. You could buy this. I mean, everything is just... So that, the BGA, that's actually what this is right here, is going to cost you 364,000 almost. Wow. Looks like you got a field right here in the middle. It's, once again, if you're into forestry, that's roughly how much you're going to be spending for all that. There is a road to be able to get back to this and snake all the way around and do all your forestry up in there. But what we're going to do first is we're going to come out of our farm and we're going to come down this road and we are going to snake over here first. So let's go ahead and get to that. And I really like how all the fields are laid out on this map. They've done a pretty good job. And the roads, I mean, you got some camber and things like that. If you're into automotive racing, you know camber can be quite fun and quite tricky. And I think with equipment it's going to be the exact same. So like I said, we are going to take a left-hand turn out of here. So let's go ahead and do that. Turn the headlights on just so people can see us coming out, and I went right out in front of them. So turn that off now. And we are going to be making a immediate right on this road right here. Ooh, let me turn my headlights off. So the trees are really close to the roads in a lot of this. But as you can see, there's a lot of room here for you to be able to expand out the fields. because those trees are so close. So this is going to be a sell point right here. So if we look on the map, it's Applechester. And if we look here, Applechester is going to take all of your main crops. It's going to take, it looks like your root crops also. It's going to take sugarcane. It's going to take eggs, milk, and that's it. So a pretty good sell point right here. So the way you get in and out is you just loop all the way around. Whichever way you want to come in, there's not a directional. Just whichever way you want to go. And like I said, let me just come over here and show you these fields. There is plenty of room to expand. You can see where we are right here on this map right now. If you wanted to buy this area, you could expand this field all the way over to here. I mean, you could even expand 10 and 11 together, you know, and then up over here too, you could expand over that way. So if you like really, really big fields, this is definitely already set up for that. Now you don't have to, but it is definitely already set up for that for sure. So we're going to keep driving along over this way to the right. And I like how wide the road is too. They've definitely set you up very, very well for bigger equipment for sure. I'm going to go ahead and turn down right here. It's not a road, but it's just a little strip of grass. And I want to take you over to these other 3 little plots of crops that I was telling you about that are kind of weirdly on this hill right here. And it looks like they tried to set up some type of like terraced system here. But yeah, you could, this is all yours. These 3 sections that you see that are oddly shaped are yours. You can plow all this out, turn it all into grass, whatever you wanted to do there pretty easily. And I love the textures. Let me go ahead and show you this too. This is what the corn looks like when it's ready to be harvested. Really, really cool. Hopefully we'll find some other corn to be able to show you what that actually looks like right before it's ready to be harvested in its last growth state. These are all custom textures from what I understand on this. So really, really, really good job WhiteBull Modding on that. So like I said, we're going to keep coming around over here. And man, I just love these elevation changes. They're not drastic, but they are pretty significant. Good luck trying to get up that hill. Wow, maybe that is a little bit drastic. And then a nice little river that you got here. A curved bridge. First time I personally have seen a curved bridge in the game. Really, really nice. This right here is going to be your horse stable that if you want to get. So it's just called the ranch right now. I think on PC you got another logo up there, but I don't think on console it could happen. So this right here is where you're going to put your, looks like water. Yep. And then right in here is where you're going to be able to buy your animals at. So really, really cool. Your horses are all going to stick around on the outside. You're going to be able to put your food in right here too. And if we come around over here, you can see there's a nice little pasture area for them here. Another one over here. And if I run back over to the vehicle and we drive through this, you're going to see a spot that you can actually exercise your horses at. So I really like how you can pull your wagon through here and you're not having to worry, or your trailer, and not having to worry about anything. And then this is where you can exercise them at. So take them around, give them a little bit of a exercise workout for the day, and then you're good to go. Or if you just want to sit and enjoy some nice lunch, go right on ahead. Now we're going to continue on around, and I'm going to go ahead and pull up the mini map so you guys can see where we're at here on the map. We're going to continue on around to the right, and we're going to come up on another sale point. And it's really, really cool. There's a lot of stuff going on here. But this is like a grain mill. So if you're familiar with Ravensport, this is very, very similar to that. Right here is going to be where it is. So if we look at the big map, we can come over here and it says for Andre the Giant. I love it. Absolutely love it. So it's going to take all of your main crops too. And if we come across, it's going to take all the exact same stuff that the other one did. So you have 2 options close to your house on where you want to sell all your main style crops. So that's really, really cool. There's a lot of other stuff kind of around there. It's set up like a little town. So you can drive through. If you're into the role play scene, man, I just keep crashing this thing. if you're into the role play scene, there's a ton of stuff all around here that you could add into your storylines for sure. So, next, we're going to go this way on the map. And this is going to be going north on the map. And if I show you on the big one, this is where we're going to go. We're going to drive up over here. We're going to check out the shop, and Whiteway is where we're going now. So once again, another bridge, and it kind of does like a snake through here. I mean, absolutely beautiful. The water looks great. Looks like it's flowing a little bit. Absolutely beautiful. Speed limit signs. You got the American flag hanging out. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. And these fields are not small, y'all. I mean, these are some really, really big fields, for sure. And as you can see up here on the right, what we're going to have is our straw sale point. So we're going to get around this traffic right here. And we're going to make this right-hand turn right here. So when we come through here, snake through these trees, this is where you're going to sell all your straw and stuff like that. So like I said, Whiteway is the name of it. And if we come over here at the very bottom, this is going to be your silage, straw, hay, and grass. So it is the only place that you're going to be able to sell it on the map. So if you like doing that stuff, I think you're going to be very familiar with this area. You don't have to actually drive through. It's just going to be in this rectangle that you see right here where the vehicle is now. So now we're going to run over to the shop. And there are actually two pieces of equipment that you have over here at the shop already. So we're going to drive down, make a right, and turn in here. So it is a John Deere dealer. And like I said, this is a placeable that you can add to anywhere else on the map that you'd like. So we're going to come over here. Let's see if we can actually get inside. And yes, you can. Oh, there we go. Perfect. So right here is where you're going to work on your vehicles at. I don't have one over here right now, but this is where it's going to happen at. And these are the two pieces of equipment that you're going to have. It's going to be a seeder and that huge cultivator that takes 500 horsepower. So with the equipment that you have starting out on your farm, if we come back across to that, you're going to see that your tractors have 225, 170, and 290. So you are not going to have anything to start off to pull that. So just keep that in mind if you want to use the starting equipment. So now we're going to keep going around this way. And let me show you on the big map where exactly we're heading to. So we're going to drive up, and I'm not going to go up here and show you the forestry area. What we're going to do is we are actually going to drive across and go check out the sheep up here by themselves in a pasture. So we will take a look at more of the fields around the area. And it's a really, really nice rolling hills. Really nice. I wish some of these trees were a little bit farther away from the road, though, for driving in this view. But I think we'll be all right. And as you can see, I mean, just tons and tons of fields space. I mean, these things are really, really nice and really big. You know, and as you can see, it wouldn't be very hard to combine these together. There's just a couple trees. Take those out, grind the stumps down, and you are good to go on that. I haven't seen any other farms around. You know, the only farm that I've seen is right there in the middle. So it's like you are really in the middle, and you got access to everything all around you. But there's nobody else really around you to be able to do, you know, I don't want to say like role play, but I mean, if you wanted to build your farm out over here, I mean, there's nothing stopping you, right? If you're into creating your own farms, I mean, it's a nice little level area right here. So this is the sheep. Once again, this is where you're going to buy. You're going to have your water out here, and I believe your food in here. Yeah. So that's what's going to happen there. Oh, it looks like you get more food over here. What? All right, so water over there and food over here. Sorry, this is the first time I've actually come by here and looked at it in a lot of detail. Not sure where your wool is going to spawn at, though. Huh. Hopefully it's somewhere easy to access. But also, if you wanted to get out into the woods, you can drive right down this area. There is a field back here that is just a big pasture. So, I mean, if you really, really wanted to, oh man, look how flat this is. You could build a farm out here. You could kind of level that off a little bit, build your farm out here, or even use it, you know, and build your farm into the terrain a little bit. This would be really, really cool to set up a new farm out here. I mean, surrounded by the trees, you're kind of off the grid a little bit back here. That would be really, really cool. Put your cow pastures out here, maybe. Wow. All right, I'm digging that. But what we're going to do now is we're going to go back up and take a look at the BGA. And then we will go on over and check out the rest of the sell points. Man, there's just so much room here to be able to do a lot of really, really cool stuff. Like I said, I just wish the trees were just a little bit farther back from the road. But I understand it. That way you can maximize your field space without having to cut them down. Totally get it. Alright, so we're going to go around over here into the BGA. As you can see, the BGA has two... Whoa! Sorry, everybody. I had a little bit too much speed there. And the truck got a little bit upset. So two huge bunkers that you're going to be able to fill right here. Digestate is going to come out of this tube right here. And this is where you're going to put in at. Looks like a pretty good BGA. Pretty good size one. So we're going to come out of this and go straight over to the gas station. So if you're around here and you don't want to go back to your farm, you can come right here and get gas. Pretty nice. And if we keep coming around, got another sell point right here. So it's a little bit confusing because there's another spot over there in the corner. But if we look at the map, this first one right here is called Casborg. So if we come here, Casborg is actually going to take sugarcane, root crops, and all your other main cereal types except for oats. Oats you cannot sell here. Alright. And then next, if we come back over here to the spinnery, that is obviously where you're going to drop off your cotton and your wool, is over there in that corner with the rectangle there. So if we keep coming out of here, let's make our way over to the animal dealer. And that's just by following this road right around like this. So you can turn in right here. And this is where you're going to pick up your livestock. Right there. Awesome little yard that they've got the chute coming all the way out here for you. Right next to the big bull. Guys everywhere. So, once again, that's where you're going to be able to get all of your livestock at. So, how do we get to the other one, you may be asking? Well, we got to go up on the hill. So we're going to come around this. Take a left. Tons of space there. Alright, and we're going to drive up this way right here to get right here. This is your next sell point. If we look at the map, this is going to be grain mill. And grain mill is going to take all your base crop stuff. It's going to take your root crops. It's going to take sugar cane. It's going to take eggs. And it's going to take milk. So you've got 3 spots that are going to take just about everything as far as harvest go. So that's really, really cool. So once you're done there, I guess the last place that you're looking for is the sawmill. And we're going to take a little shortcut. We're going to go right down through here. And we're going to make a left-hand turn into this big open area right here. So this is really, really cool. Your wood chips are going to go back here on the backside. Right here. And if we come back around to the front, your regular logs are going to go right about here. So that is all of your stuff. And there's your farm. So I mean, the farm is absolutely right smack dab in the middle. And as you can see, there is a little bit of hill. So you're going to need a good harvester for sure. But if we look back at the main map, that is absolutely everything, everybody. Absolutely everything. So It's all right there, nice and close-ish. You know, if you just want to stay over on this half of the map, you've got a sell point right there, and you got a sell point right there. So, absolutely perfect. You know, you are going to need to come down over here if you've got bales that you want to get rid of. But I think it's a really, really great map. Like I said, there's a ton of potential for expansion of the fields, but there's not a whole lot of storage opportunities. Pretty much what you have on the farm is what you have. So if you don't like that, your other option is to build something. And there's plenty of places around here, plenty of flat area to be able to do that. A lot of pasture meadows that you can turn into a farm. And they gave you plenty of buildings to be able to do that. I'm really, really liking the map. It's really nice. I was highly anticipating this one, and it didn't disappoint. This is a nice map, definitely. It's a lot simpler to play on. I feel like I think it's going to be a lot more worker friendly, even though the fields are irregular shaped. I think once you get your headland on them, you know, it's not going to be an issue. Oh, this is really cool. A little bridge to get into the backside over here. So it's not going to be an issue to be able to have a worker go on them, you know. So really, really beautiful. I like, man, just I like that they're rolling hills, right? Some of the maps we get that are American maps, they don't have a ton of this. I mean, Lone Oak does, but like Stone Valley is really, really flat, right? And it was a really, really nice detailed map with a lot of really, really good textures. And I feel like this is just taking that up to another level. Now, you don't have the huge, massive fields, right? They're all rectangular like you do on that map. But I like how the fields, you can combine them together. It's not going to take a lot of work. It's going to take a lot of money. But I don't think it'll take a lot of work to expand your fields out very far. So that's going to be it, everybody. If you enjoyed the video today or you learned something, go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you would. And if you want to be kept up to date on all my latest console map tours, go ahead and go and hit that subscribe button. Sorry, I'm kind of getting lost here looking at all the cool things around the yard. But yeah, if you want to be kept up to date on all my latest console map tours, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit the notification bell too while you're over there. Have a great day, everybody. Until next time, this is Driver53, signing off.